make all the demons quiet. Yeah, we were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet. Yeah, we were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Oh, yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh, yeah.
This is a Tourette's trucker. Got there this morning to the terminal. They didn't have my pickup numbers set up for me to load trailers. So they actually came to me about 7:30 and said, well, I want you to go ahead and pull a box truck over into St. Petersburg, pick up a couple totes, bring them back. So that's definitely a different thing. I haven't pulled a box truck since 17 when I was with UPS. So I got back into tanker grooves and I got to get back into box mode groove here. So that's a little different. I'm heading on in here to St. Pete. And it's just a little different here. I mean, they had their things. This plaque, going to be placard. They're just empty totes. They keep chemicals in. But I'm going to go pick up 4 empty totes and bring back so they can turn around and reload them. But yeah, this is just a roll on through, a little different experience. It's definitely something new for me. You know, like I say, I hadn't been under a box truck since the beginning of 2017. I was with UPS Freight. But the satellite image of where I've got to go is extremely small, and yeah, they warned me like, yeah, it's tight. With your truck, you're gonna have a hard time. So this is gonna be lovely here. Definitely gonna be an experience to getting into the dock and all that. But you know, hey, that's just life. You know, we go through good times, we go through bad times. We get good places that are easy to get into, and then there's times where you absolutely can't get into a place.
Right.
You know, you'll spend 20 minutes trying to back into a place, so that's definitely a part of trucking. And this is interesting. Okay, there's my exit. I can say, where's my exit? We got a whole bunch of road construction here. It's like everywhere they're doing road construction, but that's a good sign that our tax dollars are actually going to something. I'd rather see our tax dollars go to, you know, new infrastructure projects, building roads and bridges and expanding interstate, repaving interstates, as opposed to, you know, going to illegals who come across the border, turn around, get free housing, free health care, free school, and everything else that we end up having to pay as taxpayers. Now, as I've said in a previous video, I'm not talking about someone who has taxes taken out of their paycheck. Everybody has taxes taken out of their paycheck. That doesn't make you a taxpayer. What makes you a taxpayer is when you have taxes taken out of your check, and then at the end of the year, you still owe taxes. That is a taxpayer. Otherwise, you're what we call a zero liability voter. If you have taxes taken out, then you get a refund at the end of the year, which is more than what actually came out of your check. You're what we call a zero liability voter. You're not a taxpayer. Taxpayers don't get refunds. I mean, you can get mad at me for saying that, but that's just a simple fact. Everybody pays taxes. Come out of their check if you file a W-2. You know, if you work legal and legitimately, file a W-2. You all have taxes taken out, but what makes you a taxpayer is when you end up owing the government in the year more than what they took from you. That's the actual taxpayer. So I mean, you know, you're getting less than what you're putting in. I mean, you know, you're putting all this money in for services to help, you know, like they say, public roads and public parks and like all these big cities. They want to raise taxes to help support their mass transit and this and that, but if you're not partaking in their mass transit, why should you have to pay for public busing and, you know, subways and all that if you're not taking it? So, you know, that's just a part of some of the BS. But yeah, I'm in St. Pete now. I'm assuming I'm in St. Pete now with nothing but road construction galore. The guy warned me about this, said, you know, there's going to be a boatload of construction that you're going to have to go through. Before I get to the bridge, he said it's going to be a but he said just bear with it. He said it's a little slow going. Once you get through there, it'll be smooth sailing until you get to the place where I got to deliver. Then it's going to be hard getting into. So it is what it is. Me with my impatient self, I hate red lights. I'm one of them ones that's got to be moving. I can't sit still. If we were to ever to do a video of me actually watching TV or watching a movie, my wife will flat out tell you I'm sitting there ticking, I'm talking, I'm toe tapping, I'm hand moving. I've got something that's got to be moving, whether it's my face that's just a ticking away, or whether my foot and leg is just a shaking, or tapping on the ottoman. It's always something. Or whether I've got a hand, finger tapping, I've got to be moving. It's like sitting in traffic like this, I hate. That's one thing I like about running the road. Hey, you get out there and you stretch your legs, you just get to moving. You feel like you're accomplishing something when you're riding. Then you get into the darn city, and then you get hosed when you get into the cities. Much rather deal with, you know, dealing with the interstates where you're just steadily moving on. I like that. And it's actually cool here where they're doing this, and I hate, got a truck beside me running up against a concrete wall. The lanes are kind of narrow here for trucks. I mean, they're okay if you're in a passenger vehicle, but when you're as wide as the truck is, it's a little harrowing. You got one beside you, you're sitting there looking at your mirrors, or almost touching. There can't be but a couple inches away from your mirrors. So I know that I definitely was just scare a new truck driver. Alright, finally get to the bridge. It's the main thing I want to see. I haven't been across a bridge. Of course, I wasn't this one here. I was on the, I guess maybe 275 or something interstate with my wife whenever she lived down here in Spring Hill, Florida. We used to come down here to Tampa, Clearwater and all. But this is nice actually going across the bridge here. With the water, I know there used to be all kinds of little pull-offs where you can get there and people go fishing on the bridge, off the bridge and all. So I guess this is Tampa Bay here. So yeah, this is definitely nice. But anyway, y'all be safe. I will holler at y'all on my next segment. Be safe and love you. Hey Catherine, I want to send a shout out to you, baby. I love you. camera, they're doing road construction. So that kind of really messed with my out. Otherwise, I could have come in from the other direction. And the same way with this, I could have left, went straight through, made a left-hand turn, but right back out onto the road. So this definitely changes things, you know, having to get into here like this. But hey, I'm done. I've got my load. I'm headed on, and hopefully things will go okay. Whew. That was a good chore though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We had 12 totes. Let's see, figure out the weight on this. 12 times 400 pounds, 100 times 4,800 pounds. All right. Now, but we're done. I am good to go to pull out of here and get back to Univar. Find my way back to Univar.
Turn left.
Oh, cool. Well, says I can go this way. Oh, I guess I'll go this way then. Hit the interstate right here. Yeah, I'll admit I didn't quite do a trip plan on getting back out of here, but it's all good. I'll make it. I'm good. I'll make it back to the terminal. So what I just recorded was a little bit of what we have to go through to get in and out of some of these places. It's definitely a little on the different side. You know, of course I cut a little bit too early. I didn't want to tear up somebody's grass or somebody's driveway, trying to do it. So, but anyway, that's on until the next section. And man, that lady has some pink hair. Oh my goodness. Lord, thank you, Jesus, for allowing me to wake up this morning. Thank you for giving me the breath in my lungs. I praise you, give you the glory and the honor. I ask that you look out for everybody that's out here on the road driving. Look after our families. Look after our loved ones. Take care of the soldiers overseas. Help them come home safe with their families. Lord, just give us the strength to make it through another day without knocking somebody's head off. Anyway, y'all be safe, stay blessed, people, and I will holler at you on the next segment. Peace out.
You can't touch this.
You can't touch this. You can't touch this.